Okay. So, just including is really important. We're not trying to push away any senses. We're not trying to silence the thoughts. We get bigger and include. So include any sensations in the body, include this in your awareness. And then likewise, include in the awareness any sounds. It could be street sounds, could be nature sound, whatever you hear. And then also include any thoughts, emotions that might be with you. Again, these aren't you. We're much bigger than all these things. But we can include them in our awareness. And also let's include that which keeps us alive, the earth, include the earth. Include the air that we breathe. Include also the sun. And include in the awareness the prana, life force. We call it chi or consciousness, prana. Good. And then we'll do 3 ohms together. So take a nice deep inhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. And then let's bring in this pranayama, the first pranayama. Amrita breath, breath of nectar, nice and simple, just sipping in through the mouth like sipping in through a straw, sipping in on the inhale. Then you pause the breath, let the attention be at the third eye, so the forehead between the eyes, and then exhale through the nose. We continue like this for a few minutes, sipping in like through a straw, really connecting to and sipping in this consciousness, focusing it at the third eye for a slight pause, and then exhale through the nose. Keep it going at your own pace. Keep it going about 1 more minute or so. Even if the mind wanders, just once you become aware of it, celebrate the awareness, come back, smile, and connect again to the prana. Few more breaths, absolute focus. Good. And release the breath and just check in, be with the prana. And eventually Skai will take us deeper.
Now you're going to bring your awareness into your heart space. And you're going to gently start moving your energy counterclockwise. So you're creating a vortex of liquid gold, a beautiful liquid gold, and you gently move it, creating a sort of whirlwind, spiral around your heart space, your plexus, around this area to really open, to really filter, and you let go of any negativity, any noise, distraction, inside, outside, anything you don't want, any doubt, any fear, any pain. You just let it drop gently to the vortex. And as we do this, we're going to call in a few forces to guide us, to help us, calling in the divine source, all creations, all things and beings, to activate our heart and connect us to the source, the 0 point. We're going to go down around our sacrum area, create another vortex, connecting to the divine earth, our beautiful and sacred mother, the great Gaia, to like root us and core us into her abundance and majesty. And we're going to create another vortex around our third eye, connecting with the highest light of the universe, the Father, deep, deep beyond, to open our psyche, our connection to our guides, spirit. We're going to call in the divine Christ in our heart, at the center, the divine Mary around it with love, compassion, abundance, the divine Lakshmi, divine Vishnu, calling in Lord Ganesha to empower us, to make us feel full, grateful, abundant. Going to call in Archangel Michael to protect us from fear, from doubts, from delusions. Archangel Raphael for healing. Archangel Gabriel for intuition, the messenger. Archangel Uriel for truth. Israel and Metatron for connection to the sun. Calling in Lord Krishna, Lord Buddha, Maitreya. The Arcturians, intelligence, the Pleiadians, love, the Dragon Force, and all our guides, all our teachers, all our guardians and deities. Please activate our energies, fully connect our energies together and to the grid, the universal grid, the earth grid, and help us go to the root of this program: scarcity, lack, fear, so we can completely unplug it from our field and feel in our body, in our heart, in our mind, in our very soul, all the abundance of the world, all the abundance of this creation, all the time, and can go back to it anytime. Now you're gonna like extend, this vortex around your heart, make it big, big around yourself, like 10 feet high, 10 feet below you, 10 feet on your left, on your right, on your north, on your south, creating a very large bubble of golden turquoise light. And now we're going to call in the energy of Monet. So you can feel or see, like blue, electric blue light, like very free, very flowing. No, Monet is not a dollar coin, it's an energy that goes to everyone. It's an exchange, it flows. You take it, you give it. It's very free, very alive. Let it flow through you and observe where is it blocked, within your system. There a block in your plexus, in your mind, in your heart. Observe. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring, your awareness where there is this blockage. And sensing very gently, you're going to move your energy counterclockwise, to undo this block. When you've seen it, when you understood it, where it comes from, you just pluck it out and let it drop into the light, into the vortex, into the void, removing it from your field. You can ask the guidance, the help from your guides. Again, your intention, is really queen inside. If like you want something to be done, it's done. If you want it halfway, it's done halfway, etc. So take your power. You're the kings and the queens inside of yourself. Take your power and remove what you don't want. And as you remove it, make that energy flow now through you. You can do it clockwise now to activate it. Within your field to activate this flow, this abundance, making peace, the money energy. And now we're going to look more closely at that first program, not that was you, that I am not enough. So look at that again. Like you can go counterclockwise now, gently moving your energy. And you look again. No, I am not enough. I do not want to feel that I am enough because I have a deep fear of. And so see that fear coming. And same thing, observe it without judging. No, she's been there for a reason to hold you down, to make you understand certain things from a certain place. Just observe us neutrally. And when you're done understanding, you remove it, counterclockwise from your field. You unprogram yourself at the 0 point level. And make sure you pull it completely out of your system. And when you're done removing it, now we're going to reprogram positively. Like I do want to feel that I am enough because I have a deep longing for, and see what's coming, what is truly there in your heart. And you can go clockwise with your energy now. You manifest, you activate, creating a lot of gold within yourself. Like seeding, with your intention within the vortex, really what you want to be, to feel, to create from that place of being enough or worthiness to yourself, to others, to God. knowing that you are plenty already. You're gonna keep improving, of course, we all do, but we are already plenty. We're doing so much efforts, too many efforts, sometimes not the right ones. But we give our best, and for that we are enough. And we're the only one who can recognize that for ourselves. Everybody can tell it to you. If you don't acknowledge it, if you don't feel it, it's not gonna work. And even if you're imperfect, even if you make mistakes, even if you repeat these mistakes, you are still enough. You are a human being learning to be a divine being like everyone else. Now we're going to look at that program that we saw again. I don't have enough. So you can go counterclockwise again and looking. I do not want to feel that I have enough because I have a deep fear of. And same thing, see what's coming without judging it. Just observe the block. Limiting belief. And same thing, remove it from your system completely. And now we're going to reprogram positively. So we're going to go clockwise and we're going to look. I do want to feel that I have enough. I do want to feel that I have plenty because I have a deep longing for. See what's coming. And learn to reprogram yourself. Now what you're doing now is like really changing deeply, deeply the patterns that's been like blocking you, reversing them. You're like learning to create, to be your own creator, to reprogram positively with your intention, what you want for your life, because you have this power, you are born with this power. And we need all of us to reconnect with this power and decide not being the victims anymore of all patterns, all conditionings from parents, from society, from everything that is not ours, our own free will. We want to recondition, to take ownership. And this tool, this double vortex, it's helping you do that. Because we are energies, we are vortices of energies. And what we're doing now is like realigning with it, our very essence. And now you're going to expand, to really condense and expand that energy, that flow, like of blue, of turquoise, of gold, of pink, whatever is coming to you, like bring that light and create a very, very compact, very rich, very fertile, vortex of energy around yourself, like an egg, like in your field. So it's like really attracting, magnetizing, a lot of love, a lot of friendships, a lot of opportunities, a lot of success. And with your intention, bring everything you want into this egg, into this vortex. Like recreate your life from your power center. And we're calling in again Lord Ganesh, Mother Lakshmi, Lord Vishnu, Mother Mary, Lord Jesus Christ, and all the guides of Buddha Shakyamuni, Buddha Maitreya, Mother Kuan Yin. All the light beings constantly help us. All the angels, archangels, extraterrestrial, all the benevolent beings that are helping with us. Let's ask us from the bottom of our heart to help us feel this abundance, to help us breathe and exhale this abundance around us. To help us make the right choices, meet the right people, stop the wrong patterns or the wrong relationships, build a clear connection to our heart, to our guide, so we can flow with abundance through the world, so we can be grateful for all we have, looking at what we don't have as just a very nice challenge to get, not as a pain, suffering, frustration, and envy, and jealousy. Like really honoring everything we have, the little things, the big things, and really trusting that we have more, but we don't need even more. We're already plenty. Now I'd like you to connect, this energy, this beautiful ball that you've been creating of lights with everyone here. Now we're 100 people, 100 strong, all around the world. So let's create a very strong field across oceans, across seas and continents. Light travels, doesn't need any plane tickets or cars. If you connect with someone with your heart, you're immediately there. So let's connect all of us to generate, to share this abundance, because like money, love needs to be shared, needs to be given and taken. You need to circulate, it needs to flow. So let's allow this flow. And let's bring it to all our beloved ones. the people we know, the people we don't. Let's be generous with love. And if you still feel, some blockages, some limitation, it's fine. Just move your energy counterclockwise, open, open, let the flow go through you. Don't judge yourself. Some people feel full expansion, some is partial. Don't get frustrated, just allow, allow. Now we're going to open an even bigger field, giant field all around us, counterclockwise, to let this divine energy come into the earth, into all our human siblings who need it so much. All the animals, the insects, the plants, all the kingdoms of the earth. Let's create space, create light for that divine light to come and flow through everyone. Let's seed this abundance, bringing it to the 0 points, at the very, very center of everything, of everyone, of every being. Like you can condense a very, very deep crystallite, igniting countless little points, little 0 points of light, of abundance, seeds, spreading them all over the world, all the sentient beings. Let's play our part in the connection, in the building of the new earth. Let's realize our power, our duty, our beauty. And let's connect this giant grid of love. Let's connect it to the sun to receive that power, that radiance, that love, that sustenance. All the cells of our body, all the beings of this earth. It's connected to the moon, our beautiful sister moon, to reflect back all this love to us so we can give even more, helping us to love ourselves, to see our beauties, our skills, our forces, our eagerness to grow, to learn, our resilience. And let's connect all of that to our Mother Earth at the center and around. And now we're going to finish by gently moving our energy clockwise, manifesting all of that, really bringing our intention into what we want for ourselves, for our beloved, for our earth. As you move your energy clockwise, seed with your intention, your core desires. Be very specific, very clear. And now we're going to bring back that ball of energy in our heart, making it very small, strong egg of light, maybe a few inches or whatever you feel, to stay connected to that, to remember that, remember our abundance flow, remember our power to give and receive, that we are the ones deciding at all times about that, no one else. Decide to receive, we decide to give, we decide to filter stuck dark energies, negative energies, accept others. We are the ones deciding our abundance at every single second of our life. This is our power, this is our gift, this is ours. So remember this feeling of being whole, of being one, being full, and be grateful for it. The gratefulness. Let's thank our Creator, Source, our Father, our Mother, all the guides, all the light beings watching over us, supporting us. Let's thank everyone here today to join forces into the light, to learn to connect together and inside. And let's thank ourselves for that light we bring into the world, into ourselves. And let's forgive all our flaws, our failures, our mistakes. Let's just let them drop, take the lesson, and move forward with our light. And before to close, let's ask one more intuition, insight, feeling from our guidance. One thing we need to know that can help us through our days, through our months, through our life. And let's all stay in peace, keep that peace, protect that peace within ourselves from everything, from the world around, from the system, from our children, from our lovers, from our parents, from ourselves. Let's keep that peace really solid so it can grow, so it can stay, and so it can impact just naturally by overflowing the rest of the world. Let's protect our peace from our negative emotions, negative thought, everything in the way of it. Let's not enter our field and become our own peace guardians. Because in peace is abundance, in peace is flow, in peace is God, in peace is all. Whenever you're ready, you can gently come back, keeping your peace, bringing it into this beautiful 3D reality.
Thank you, Sky. That was so beautiful. And fun, as someone said. Yeah, it was fun. It is really fun. It's fun to feel enough, isn't it? It is fun to feel enough.
It's a very good feeling. Yeah, thank you everyone. It was a beautiful, beautiful field. Really, I've been enjoying it a lot. More and more, I was feeling some obstruction at some point in the field, and progressively they've been lifting above all at the end, actually. I feel they were part of the group who was like already there, feeling that, and another part that was still like kind of being frustrated. And when we addressed that, I felt it poof, like leaving basically. Because we often block our flow because of that, because we do hard, oh, I can't do it, I can others do it and not mine. It's not all these things that we play with ourselves to maintain us into that pain, basically. And so it's like really gentleness. That's what I've learned through going through countless hells and forcing and pushing everything my whole life. Recently, I think about 2 years ago, I learned the word gentleness. I said, oh, actually, you can do a lot like that. And so gentleness with myself, because I realized I was so hard, so perfectionist, and it was becoming too heavy. Basically, yeah, it made me do some crazy stuff. I did some achievements, staying 1 year sitting on a chair, or running 50 miles a day. And that's great. It's like in my past, it's amazing. But I realized gentleness is the key of all. Like if you don't have that, you can make great feats, in your life, but you're never gonna be fully happy. Always gonna be something missing, and that's the easiest stuff actually to give ourselves. It's like we have it right here. And even if we didn't have parents who give us that, we can find that there's people like that around, who give it to us. And there's plenty of gentle people and gentleness. So our first duty to allow the flow is to do that to ourselves, to stop punishing ourselves, judging ourselves, because that's how we punish others and judge others as well. So the abundance is really there. Like the key for it. It's not an amount of dollars or euros or whatever. It's really that gentleness. And when you have that, the energy can flow. You start feeling peace. You start feeling, oh, actually, I'm not in a bad position at all. You start really shifting completely your perspective. And uh, and then things start coming actually in the material world as well, because of course we're not just spiritual beings, with material beings as well. And so we need to attract, abundance, wealth, in a way that suits us, that we need us. But we don't need to run after it. No, we need to attract it because we feel good, basically, not because we like running around, always scared and all of that. So we need to be open for God to be able to give to us, and for the light. So that starts with peace, with being content with yourself, gentle with yourself. That's the very, very root of it.
I have a quick question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sky, I'm Sarah Lynn, and I'm blessing your heart. 80% of the time, my body was still, serene, lovely energy within. I was in what we call the silence. 20% intermittently, my body, these otherworldly sounds coming out of me. I don't know from where. And they'd last for a second or two, then stop, then come back and stop. Not the same sounds. Then my body would shake from head to toe, just shaking, 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 shaking. I don't know why.
Your body was making sounds.
No, yes, inside, like vocally, sounds, all these strange sounds coming out, otherworldly sounds, not in English, not in, I don't know what it was from. It wasn't English. I don't know where it came from. But these sounds, like 2 to 3 seconds, and then boom, stop. And then I'm
Whoa.
still, and then I'm still, I'm fine. Then more sounds would come out and I'm more different sounds, not English, and then it would stop. Then my body would start shaking, and then it would stop. I don't know why.
I mean, I can't tell you exactly why, but there's some interference, obviously in your field. Like there's something there, I don't know what kind of spirit of energy, something. I don't know even, if they, is how benevolent or malevolent they are, like, but the energy was bringing that up. I can tell
Oh
you, it
yes.
was
Oh
bringing that up
yes.
so you can see it, so you can address it. And I cannot do that now. If you want to reach out, reach out to me. We can have like a discussion around it because it's something that, like, yeah, I'd like to go deeper, basically.
Oh sure. I
But
registered for one of your discussions. I'm registered. You know, I'm
oh,
you know I'm registered. I think I was releasing. I felt like I was releasing something that I no longer need.
yeah.
But then I would be at peace, and then I'd start shaking from head to toe, everything. I'm shaking, say 3, 4 seconds, then stop, be at peace, and then
Mhm.
the sounds would come up again. Not in English, not in otherworldly, not in English.
Yeah. Yeah. Something's being released. I have that often, when I work with people. Not often like that, but I have people shaking also, like because the stuff needs to come out, basically. And so it's a release, and that's good. That means you're receptive, to the force, to the energy, and yeah, you're like about to receive some big things. So thank you for sharing that, Saralyn, and happy to chat to chat more.
Maybe I'm being exorcised.
Well, it's a little bit
Maybe.
it's a little bit what it is, like it's we make a big deal about it, but I do exercise every day in my work, like
Oh yes. Oh yes.
whether I call it demons or entities
Mm-hmm.
from the species, alien species, or negative or stuck
Mm-hmm.
energies. That's what it is, and so sometimes it's big and it makes a lot of noise, sometimes it's subtle,
Yes.
but
Yes.
it's part of life, the light
Yes,
energy.
it is. Yes, it
So
is. Well,
yeah,
I'm blessing your heart.
thank you. Someone else wants to share something or what your experience or ask something?
Someone had. Oh, Sky, I was just going to say, someone had asked in the chat. There
Oh
was
yeah, not too
comments.
busy.
There was one was asking about the more or less how you might describe the field or the 0 point. Yeah, what is 0 point? I mean, I interpret it as the quantum field, but maybe you can explain what you call 0 point.
Yeah, the 0 point field. So to explain that, at the yeah, I don't know how much you know about quantum physics. I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible. But basically, when you zoom in, here is my finger. You zoom in, inside you have some molecules. You zoom in, you have some atoms. You have some electrons around the atoms, and so that's not the end. When you zoom in, within the electrons, you see it's not a little ball. It's energy. It's an energy moving, basically, that creates a field that looks like a ball, that can behave like a ball, but it's mainly a field of energy. Just like if you would be looking at the sea, the sea moves. And you can see waves, but the waves is just water who's more condensed and goes up. It's not, you cannot grab a wave. Like even if you see it moving like that, it's still water that's moving like that. So it's the same principle with energy. And so when you go at the very root of that, what's called the 0 point, it's like the source, the source of everything. So before it's even energy moving, we're not even talking about the electron, we're talking even before that, there's the 0 point, where is what the Hindu call the pure silence, like the great silence, that still point, where nothing moves. So that you can access that, when you really stop, any activity with your mind and you drop, you start accessing that point. And when you access that point, you are at the very root of everything. So you can reprogram things, like positively, negatively. Like you like the creator, you become God literally within yourself. And so you can then shift stuff like really, when you want to manifest things or when you want to heal things. So the 0 point, I was not calling it necessarily like that when I was on my chair, because I spent like 1 year sitting, 23 hours a day, not moving. So staying constantly in that point, eyes open, like really working on staying there, because that's the only place where it was bearable what I was doing, because I would not eat, not drink, it was like really extreme. And so I understood later why I was doing that is to be able to, because then I've been walking for 1 year, then running for 1 year, and still always center into that point, is to be able to live from that point, basically, and being able to heal, to talk, to do everything from that. So it's not very different from deep concentration, from staying centered. But the deeper you go, the more you're gonna stay anchored in that place, and the more you're gonna be able to heal things, manifest the things you want, like more effortlessly, basically. So that's what I call the 0 point. And it's everywhere within everyone, meaning when we work together there, we connect our energy and that helps us access our own 0 point. That's what's beautiful. When we do that, it helps us drop basically into that place. And you don't need to stay 1 year on a chair like me to do that. You just need, that's why I realize what I do with my students, my clients, is like, yeah, we can access that directly. And after you have the pathways, we know where it is and you can go back. And so that's really what we do with the group. Like it's like going there every time, we check in and we go into that field, and then it becomes more natural for people, like easier, and you start living from there, making a decision from there, receiving information from there. But we need to do that regularly. What we do today is beautiful. We have like a strong experience, but I realize the work comes really when you put more regularity to it. And so that's why the double vortex technique that I designed, it helps you access that very easily, actually, and very quickly. I designed that when I was spinning in the snow. Actually, I was going at night and I would spin listening to music, and I started going to the soul, of people to heal, to remove things, and I was going counterclockwise to remove things, basically. And then I realized, I can do it clockwise actually to activate things. And so it really works really well, this double vortex roasting. You try to practice it every day, as what I say to all my students. And the people who do that every day, they shift like crazy. Like Laurie, who's here actually. Laurie, I wanted also to thank you for the generous donation. I saw 215. Am I reading well? Thank you very much. And also, yeah, Laurie, if you want to share something, because you've been having a very, very beautiful transformation, I think, which can be helpful, for a lot of people. And you're also very abundant, still being in the same place, it seems, So I don't know if you're open to share something with the group here.
Yes, I will. Hi, Sky, and hi, Adam. Yeah, it's been a beautiful process with Sky, and it's been deep and revealing. I've done a lot of different healing modalities, but the vortex meditation, just unwinding and grounding into the earth and connecting to Sky above, has really cleared out some trauma, and even brought to my awareness that there was more there than I expected. But I love the process of how quickly that got removed by doing the clockwise and asking for what I wanted. And I set my intention when I started the course, which was devotion to this work, discipline, and discernment. And it's through the practice and breath work with Adam that I met you, that I keep it very simple but I apply it to my life every day. And it's an urge now. It's just a beautiful process. And I've accessed my power and the love of who I am to share more my light. Thank you.
Thank you, Rory. It's beautiful. Yeah, Rory has been one of my most beautiful transformations. When she started, she was quite down. I'm like, whoa, that's gonna be some work there. And boom, she shifted. Like, and she's been applying because that, what you say, dedication, and that's why I really appreciate when you have like that dedication, nothing can resist you, literally nothing. If you go halfway, well, you're gonna get halfway results. If you go 80%, you're gonna get 80%. If you go 100%, like she did, you're gonna get 100%. And your life it's like shift literally. And that's really what I want everybody to realize is like we are the one creating that. No one else, even if there's some bad people out there, I know. Okay, we still decide how we go through stuff. We can change all of that, and we can be happy in a cave if we want to, with barely any food and anything. Like the joy is like really inside, and when we're able to be happy, in that cave with that, then you take a little more food, a little more treats, and you're even happier. But you have that in you because you can decide of your happiness, of your abundance, all of that. So yeah, thank you, Laurie. Someone else wants to share something? Or ask a question?
I'll share some real quick, Sky.
Yeah, great.
Good to see you, buddy. Just during one of it was just a kind of an observation. Maybe there's a question in it, but I forget what the prompt was that you gave, but I noticed something. I was struggling on my left side. Like, I don't know if it was when I was calling in abundance or when it was dealing with the fears, but it was very much like it felt like the left side was not as strong. That's it. That was just the observation that I had during doing the vortex.
Yeah, we had someone actually like that in the group also 2 weeks ago who had the same on one side like this. What you can do, and I didn't do that actually, but there's a very powerful tool. You can create an infinity loop, from where you feel the energy to that void, and you create, sort of infinity like that, and you bring the energy in and out to circulate like that, and you bring your awareness, try to see what's there. So, like your left side is more your emotional side, so that means there's more something there blocking, blocking the way in terms of emotions also. But you can bring, you use that sort of like you bring the light into the vacuum, to bring it back like that.
Okay, cool.
That can help you remove this. But yeah, there's something at least that like spirit is showing you there's something blocked there, that you can address. So try, and if you can't alone, you let me know. We do that together. Thank you, Greg. Someone else?
Hi. Happy birthday, Adam.
Hi, Denise. Nice to see you. Thank you.
Nice to see you. I did this, practiced this morning from the video that you sent, Sky. And then I went out for my walk. And I walked probably about 3 miles and got into the walk. And then I began to release. And I realized when I was releasing that it was coming from the meditation that I had just done. And what came up was a lot of anger and a lot of frustration. But then what was interesting on my walk, on my way back on the walk, it became about I'm not enough. I'm not enough. So it was so interesting that that's how you started this, because that's what I really got from the video practice of the meditation. The other thing that I thought was really interesting is probably for about 2 years, I've been spinning my energy counterclockwise. And I kept asking different people, I can feel my chakras spinning counterclockwise. And I would do this unwinding, but I didn't really understand why. And I was able to see that piece, whether I knew it or not, innately, I was unblocking, deprogramming myself, but I didn't have the other piece going back the other way. So I got that piece from the meditation today. The other piece that I've been really, really curious about is I always tune into that turquoise blue energy. It happened from the very first time I was in India with Anand, Adam. I was introduced to this blue energy. And it's always been with me, but I didn't know what to do with it. And when I meditate, I just tap into it. So somehow innately, I'm doing what you're teaching, but I had all the pieces, but didn't know how they fit together.
Well, that's beautiful. Like you tapped into that energy already. It's yeah, I mean, with Anand, I'm in this life, I'm not Kriya, but in my past life, I've been a Kriya teacher for a long time. I know my past life pretty well, and I was at the very beginning of it. So it's like in me, like these things. So that's why also with Adam, we get along so well. We speak the same language. And now I'm building new tools, like in this life, and so this vortex came like that. And I work mainly with two colors, with gold and blue. And in between gold and blue is turquoise. Basically, that's what I see it. Gold is like, it's like really the spirit, or like the energy, like concentrated, even more the mother aspect, actually. In blue is more the pure spirit, like the father. And in between is that turquoise light, basically. And I use it a lot to cleanse, to flush, like when I do healings, like it creates a lot of space, of refinement also, and also for abundance as well, like this light. And it's really interesting, what your body is doing, what your intuition is doing, because we all get these things, but sometimes we say, oh, that's weird, or that's my mind, or that. It's like really interesting because it works different also for different people. So it seems you're already, very well guided to that. And now you can close the vortex. For a long time, I would just do counterclockwise. Just 2 years ago, and I was mainly unlocking thing. I did that a lot in my past, removing what was in the way. And I came to a point when, my way was clear, and then I started activating. And so now I manifest a lot, and now I start getting the stuff I want in my external life. But for a while, I needed to make space, so it varies, depending on people. So you trust what you feel with that. Sometimes you're gonna spend a lot of time opening, and then a little time closing. And sometimes the opposite is like really interesting to be your own healer, your own teacher. That's really so to the program. That's why I teach people. I'm here right now, but I don't want to be here forever. I want you to be your own teacher, your own healers, because we all have these tools basically. So once you practice them well, you're able to do it, and then you get. Well, if you do that double vortex, you're gonna get your own downloads, your own techniques. That's what people told me. Oh, now I have very clear connection with my guides. Not only I can access my body energy, all of that, but I can receive very clear information. But people who shift again is the people who practice regularly, just like with Kriya. And me, it's one simple technique which you can plug into your Kriya breath work, into your yoga. I have all types of healers or people who have all types of modalities, breath work. The whole time it's amazing. I can pull it, you can pull it everywhere. I'm not here to replace anything. It's like it's enhancing basically all the other practices because it's a very essential, like a root practice, and so it can develop, like running. See, I was walking as someone, a marathoner, next to me. I can flow really now. I use the vortex. It's like I'm not even running. Like just the field is running me. So you can apply it to everything. So. So thank you. Thanks a lot, Denise. And for all of you, who are interested to go deeper, into this work, like feel free to book a call. I'm still doing it myself now because I want to work with people, find really what's right. I'm not trying to say, like something, if it's for you, I tell you it's for you. If it's not, it's not. If it's part of it is for you. That's why, like I say, like book a call, we talk, we discuss, and we figure out what can work or what cannot work. And that's why on my website, I don't put too much. I want people, to show up to discuss because it's at the end of the day, it's really a family thing. Like all the people who are here, Laurie, so Marie also. And it's like, it's really what we create today. It's a family because the ultimate cure is love. It's like really love. All this technique, the vortex, the kriya, all of that is great, but ultimately it's love. So what's gonna heal you, what's gonna activate you, is love is the real currency. And so for that, I really encourage everyone, to avoid any separation, to be yourself, to not be afraid and to share, your wounds, your skills, also not being afraid of this, of that. The more you can share, whether it's inside with you, with God, or with, everyone outside, freely and being yourself, the more the healing is happening. And then it's the expansion, because right now there's a lot around healing, but we need to expand also. We're reaching a point, in our species where a lot of power is available. So a lot of work we do now is expanding also these abilities, like really being able to have clear connection with the guides, working with the weather, working with, moving your energy in someone else, to heal, to connect, all these things that we can do basically that are not just, for extraterrestrial, for us human to embody and to practice. So thank you all very much. Please check out Adam Caesar if you're not seen yet. It's a pretty powerful movie he's been putting there. So I'm very happy to support that. I think it's gonna go, and I hope it's gonna go far and wide, because we need these energies, and we need also these actions, into the world, to be able to solve the problems of the world as well. It's working together. So yeah.
Thank you all. Yeah, thank you, Sky. And I think over $1,500 was raised, so that's very sweet. Again, thank you all for being so generous. It's helping other people, young children, helping wake up our system. So thanks for that idea, Sky. It was Sky's idea. Let's use this to donate to the film. So that was very sweet. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. And as always, it's so nice to be in this frequency that we're always in. And sometimes we choose not to be in, but we're always in it. So nice to remember it all with you guys. Thank you, Sky. Thank you all.
Hope your
Thank
day is
you.
filled with celebration tomorrow, Adam. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'll be in the ocean. As always, jump in the ocean.
So I'm going to put you, someone asking to the chat, the double vortex. I'm putting you that into the chat if you want how to download it.
Perfect.
I put you how to book a call also. And thank you very much for the beautiful, beautiful group. Nice gift for Adam. Thank you, Mother Lakshmi.
Hey, Lakshmi. Thank you. You can unmute, say goodbye. You can use your voice.
Bye. Thanks, Sky. Thanks, Adam.
Bye. Thanks, Adam.
Hi, thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you from
Bye.
sustaining
Thank you.
us. Ho, ho, ho.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Lots of abundance to everyone.
Thank you, Sky. Happy birthday, Adam.
Bye,
And wait,
everybody.
you born a sacred day.
Have a good one.
Julius.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Wishing you a wonderful time.
Namaste.
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 Week. See you, John. Namaste.
Thank you both so much.
Danny, nice to see you over in Spain or wherever you are.
Adam, how are you? Good long.
Wonderful. Good to see you.
Yeah, good.
Good long.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Sky.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Adam.
Jackson. Thank you, Jackson. All right.
Thank you, Jackson. Thank you. Bye, everyone.